All right, internet bikers, here we are with another electric brand. This time it's the most famous one of all, Zero. And we're gonna start over here with the Zero SRF. This one has the battery with 17.3 kilowatts of capacity. If we move on to the Zero SR, the capacity reduces to 15.6. And if we move on even further to the Zero S, the capacity is then reduced to 14.4 kilowatts. That is, I would say, the main difference between them. There will be additional differences here and there, but that is the bulk of it, because that determines not just the range, but also the price of these motorcycles. Other than that, they are very, very similar. They have probably more or less the same technology. It's a matter of how much range do you need and how much do you want to pay for it. That is the biggest issue with these three motorcycles, or the biggest difference between them. Then if we move on to over here to the other side, we also have the FXE, which is another little bit more city plus type of motorcycle, where you can do a little bit more than just the city, but not that much. Here the capacity is reduced to 7.2. So yeah, this then reduces as well. This doesn't have the same powerful engine as the SRs do. So it is, but it's still a very good motorcycle, I think. At least it has some good specs. When it comes to power, it does have the equivalent of a 44 cc, 44 horsepower engine, sorry. And then this one over here is the SRS. So this one is the touring motorcycle, the SRS. It also has the larger capacity battery with 17.3, which should get you over, I mean, if you don't go too crazy on the power, it should get you over 200 kilometers easily. Now, of course, if you like to push the power, then you might not even get 150. But that's the issue with electric motorcycles at this time. Here you have a Zero R SRF. So this one also has the top battery. So I believe this is one of the same motorcycles that we already saw behind in the first batch. It's yeah, it was the very first one that we saw because it has the bigger battery. Only difference here is that it shows the accessories such as the fly screen and this shad back carrying thing. Over here we have a concept. This is called the Neutrino. Very small motorcycle, will be equivalent of a 125 cc. And yeah, I guess this is meant for city riding. It might even be meant for smaller, younger riders. We'll have the smaller capacity 5.9 battery, so that probably won't get you anywhere fast, but it will get you around the city very easily. And the other thing that we have in Zero are the dirt bikes. So these are the new dirt bikes. I mean, I don't know how new they are, but I don't remember seeing them before. The XB and the XE. The battery power is very, very small to keep the motorcycles very lightweight, and also because these are meant to be, you know, toys that you take out for 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers, and then you're done with it, right? So that is why. Over here, we have a Zero FX. I believe that the FX, I thought that the FX was out. Guess not. Curious thing about this one is that it seems to be decorated with Spanish Royal Guard or Civil Guard decals, and the green color does. It is evocative of the armed forces in Spain. This specific green and the Spanish flag and the Spanish coats of arms. And I know this because I live in Spain. So that is what we have from Zero. We'll have a complete rundown of the stand, just to make sure that we don't miss anything. Oh yeah, we were about to miss the big thing, the DSRs. So over here we have the DSR X, and this one is in a Italian police decal. And then and then over here we have it in the Black Forest configuration, which is with all the luggage and the engine guards. No, I do believe the engine guards come standard. No, they don't. So yeah, that's an additional part for the Black Forest, which is the, and I say that they don't come standard because here is a base DSR-X, and this one does not have the engine guards, meaning that they don't come from the factory with the engine guards as the Black Forest does. So that's what we have on the DSR-X. And then finally we have the DSR, which is the lower battery spec. Oh, I forgot to look at the battery on the DSR-X. It was the 17.3 battery, of course, for all of the DSR-X's. But for the DSR, it follows more or less the same path. The DSR is a 15.6, whereas the DS is the 14.4. So the more letters you have, the more battery capacity is the way I read this. And so yeah, that's it. That's what we have from Zero. All of the DSRs and all of the SRs run with the same motor, and the batteries are what change things. The battery and the weight are what changes how far you can go with them. So yeah, that's it. What we have, that's all what we have for Zero.